All right, shalom to the elect of Israel. First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahar, Rakak, Wadash. And double honors to the apostles, a great millstone that taught us his truth. All right, it's Isaiah from GMS England. All right, this video, all right, basically going to be speaking about how, uh, you know, how these banks, were collapsing. It's and it caught wind, man. It was a trend. There was a domino effect, and how you had all these other banks started closing. All right, and we're really just seeing trailers, small glimpses of what's worse to come. And basically how money is not going to save you. You know, these dollar bills, cash notes, and all these things, they're not going to save you in these times to come, right? Because we know that America, which is Babylon, according to the scriptures, is headed for a collapse. That country is going to be destroyed. Okay, and other countries and lands, you know they're gonna come to an end too, man. They're gonna fall. Their empire, their rulership is all coming to an end. This kingdom is crumbling, right? And it's the spirit of the Lord that is making this happen. So I got this article here, Data Driven Investor. All right, just want to check this out because it's got some information in here. All right, so it says SVB, what Silicon Valley Bank was the second largest bank failure in US history. What happened? Okay. So it says during a meeting in March 2023, Stephen Kalb, CEO and co-founder of Shelf Engine, a Seattle-based startup that helps grocery stores reduce food waste using AI, received a panicked message from a fellow executive about a bank run at Silicon Valley Bank. SVB appeared to be on the verge of collapse as depositors attempted to withdraw 42 billion from it on that day alone. Okay, so yeah, we remember in the news it came out that SVB bank collapsed, okay? Going on about last month, I believe. Yeah, not too long ago, man. And that caught on, and you had other banks that were collapsing, man. Signature Bank in New York, another one. Um, but yeah, and so these things were going on. You had a bank run that was going on. People were trying to withdraw their money, for fear that that banks were gonna close, they were gonna lose their money. All right. So it says this company here, it says Shelf Engine, and yeah, also we know that that's SVB, that bank, um was used heavily by the tech industries, the tech companies. So this is interesting what it's saying here. So it says Shelf Engine was holding millions of dollars at SVB. They quickly opened an account at JP Morgan Chase and tried to wire out all their funds from SVB in an attempt to mitigate their risk. The transfer was one of many that failed, and as news spread, panic ensued, causing one of the largest bank failures in United States history. Okay, so yeah, it says, so how did SVB become one of America's largest banks, and how did it go bankrupt so quickly, taking its 40-year legacy with it? So yeah, this is what was happening, man. And we've been saying this, that these things are gonna happen, man. Our apostles have been saying this is gonna be happening, and it's the spirit of the Lord, man, that these things, were happening, especially right after the Passover. It was spiritual. Um, okay, so let me get a quick precept. All right, let me get the book of James, chapter 5, and verse 1. It says, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Yeah, so these rich men, these bankers, these investors, all these people, mainly these Edomites, all right, the so-called white people, This is their kingdom, their world, right? And it's coming to an end. It's crumbling right before their eyes, right? Those that are high and, mighty and, boasting their riches, well, miseries is coming upon them now. The Lord is bringing judgment. The Lord is bringing an end. Okay. It says, your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth eaten. So yeah, it's all coming to nothing. It's all being destroyed. Okay. You look at the economy of America and how that country is in trillions of dollars of debt. Okay. They know they ain't going to be able to pay that back. They know that economy of basically the world economy is headed for a collapse. So there's only so much time before it all goes up in the air, man. And they know this. All right. That's why you see a lot of information and news about the currencies being changed and changed from the US dollar, to these other currencies, man. These other nations, they're looking to use other currencies and ditch the dollar. That's gonna cause war, right? World War III. People are moving from the petrodollar, from trading in that currency, having to deal with American dollars, and they're looking to trade in other currencies, man. Ruble over in Russia, the yuan, from China. So these things, they're gonna be down the line, man, and that's gonna cause World War III. Okay, and in that day, money is not gonna mean what it means now to people, what they believe it means. Okay, because right now people are dealing with fiat currency, which is fake money. It's not real. It's not backed by gold or silver. All right. So verse 3, it says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. So yeah, what their money's worth ultimately is coming to nothing now. Is rusting, it's decaying, it's becoming worthless. All right, and their banks, their money system, it's all failing. And how ultimately did they get their money? All right, well, there's a term, old money. Okay, money that from that has been passed down. And where have they got that money from? Where did they get that wealth from the blood, sweat, and tears of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites, right? Off of the backs of slavery, all right, off the back of colonization, all right, off of the back of chattel slavery, the cotton plantations, the sugar plantations, coffee, plantation, tobacco, and all those things, all those resources they used, the Israelites, right, in slavery to build themselves up, man. So ultimately, their actual wealth that they got is actually blood money, and they're gonna have to pay for that. The Lord is gonna bring judgment on them for that. All right, America, Babylon is gonna be destroyed with nuclear fire. All right, as a result of World War III, when Putin or Russia ultimately and these other nations shoot their ICBM missiles on America. All right, so this is what's gonna take place in the last days, and we're seeing this early signs of it. All right, now I want to read this last bit in this article. It says the beginning of the end. It says the C19 acted as a catalyst for the growth of tech startups as consumers spent more time online. The demand for digital services and devices soared. Okay, the Internet of Things. That's what we're in. Everything becoming digital. So that shows you where we're headed towards, man. Things are becoming more digital, especially concerning money. Cryptocurrencies, digital currencies, which is all leading to the MOTB. All right, the RFID, we know this. Okay, this is prophecy in the scriptures. This is where this is ultimately going to lead to, and this is, like a runway to lead to that, because all these banks failing and these banks continuing to fail, and money being uncertain, money failing, people not having their trust in these banks and these currencies, that is all going to lead to chaos, man. It's going to lead to disruption and people needing solutions. And what are they going to come with ultimately? The charagma, the CHIP, MOTB. All right, it's there, it's coming, we see it clear. All right, it's prophecy. Now it says entrepreneurs and investors jumped on the opportunity, and SVB stepped in to provide banking services. This resulted in significant growth in the bank's deposits, which is invested in long-term US Treasury bonds, as these tend to offer higher returns than short-term securities. All right, so that bank was basically booming. It was doing well, right? When taking that step. Now it says SVB had previously enjoyed a prolonged period of zero money interest rates, but when the Fed began to raise rates to combat inflation, SVB ran into trouble as clients began demanding higher returns. Okay, so yeah, they ran into problems, with these rates being risen. Okay, people wanted more on their returns, man. So it says, to meet these demands, the bank was forced to sell some of its bonds at a loss of 1.8 million. Under ordinary circumstances, a fall in the value of the bonds wouldn't have posed a problem, as the bank was under no obligation to recognize the loss as long as it didn't liquidate the bonds. Okay, so as it says, as customers lined up trying to withdraw money, however, the bank was forced to realize its losses and declare bankruptcy. All right, so it closed down. All right, they shut it, it collapsed. Now it says investigations into the collapse have also revealed other issues that contributed to SVB's failure. The bank's internal controls were unable to keep up with its growth, and it failed to manage its interest rate risk despite warnings from regulators. All right, and that's really it. That's really most of that article there, which I thought was a bit of interesting information. And so yeah, we see that, we're seeing that in real time. We've seen that, and America is really doomed, man. All right, America's gonna be hit the worst, and it ain't gonna be saved, man. It's not gonna be you know um brought out of its destruction. So this is Jeremiah 51 and verse 6. It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon, which is America, okay, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. All right, so yeah, that's why this word is going out. All right, and we're telling those of our people to repent. All right, return unto the Lord through this truth, because he's going to do America ugly. America's going to collapse. America's going to be destroyed. All right, for all the wickedness that it pushes in the earth, for the its wicked past, its shameful past, the oppression of the Israelites, all these things, man. All right, so you don't want to be caught up in that judgment. All right, verse 7 says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So yeah, all the philosophy that America has pushed, the democracy, its philosophies, all that evil and all the things that's going wrong in the earth has been exalted and spearheaded by America. The lifestyles, what do they call it? Capitalism and all these things America pushes, just being a consumer nation, America importing more than it exports. Okay, that's why you got China basically looking at America like, where's my money? Because China's been America's not, yeah, basically America's sweatshop. Everything is, basically made, most things from China, man. And you know, cars from other nations, is imported over in America. America's that land out of luxury, man. Pushing those, basically money, um, high lifestyles, man. High profile lifestyle and stuff like that. But yeah, all the LGB, all that other alphabet groups, that's all pushed on them, from America, man. And that's spread around the whole world, man. Americanism, Americanization. All right, that American influence is spread and it's causing decay and destruction in other lands, man. These nations, they see America as the problem, right? And America will be judged, all right? The Lord is going to destroy it. That's why it says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Yeah, suddenly, man. That with those missiles, all right, the ICBMs, they're going to make a speedy riddance, man. 1 hour is all it's going to take to destroy America, man, and turn it to a lake of fire, according to prophecy, all right? Revelations 18. But the MOTB is going to be mandatory before that takes place. All these prophecies that we're speaking of, which we're seeing, bank failures, bank collapsing, economic woes, all these things are going to take place before the ultimate end and judgment of America. Okay, so it says, how for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. So yeah, America ain't going to be healed. If you got a wound, or a sickness, or a wound of that nature, it says you would take balm, man, to help, like a healing ointment on it. All right, it's saying do that to America if you can. Try and heal America's economy. Try and get it out of its debt. Try and get it out of the hole that it's in. You know, try have, yeah, okay, you want stimulus packages, okay, yeah, put that into the economy. Cause inflation. Rise interest rates. Do all these things. All right, is that going to save America? It says we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Try all those things, man. But it's America's still got its problems. It's still going down, man. It's still doomed. It says, forsake her and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. Yeah, and that's ultimately what you're seeing as well. A lot of people are actually leaving America. All right. A lot of people, they'll make their money, whatever money they've made, and then they'll dip and they'll go and leave. And a lot of people know America is done, it's finished. They don't want to live there anymore. But you still have those people that they're still proud, man. And they're gonna be destroyed in that land. Only the elect Israelites are gonna be delivered out of that land when it's turned into a lake of fire, man. And ultimately money ain't gonna save you, man. The scriptures talk about their silver and gold not delivering them, So that's why us in this faith, we ain't to have our mind towards money, man. This is Matthew 6 and verse 19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, where thieves do not break through nor steal. Because yeah, it's not all about the cash and the money, man. This is about the real riches, which is truth. This word, having the understanding of the Bible, man, which is going to lead to the saving of our souls, to deliverance. If you be of the elect, you doing the right things on the right path, you having treasures in heaven, that's you can't even compare that to anything else, man. To being delivered, being in the kingdom, having all these blessings. All right, and we're witnessing money be destroyed right in front of our eyes, man. What they call money. All right, so that's not gonna save anyone, man. This is Proverbs 11 and 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. So yeah, you might have all these millions. You might have a good, stack, a chunky, you might have rubber bands, for, But what are you gonna do with it when you can't take money out of the ATMs? What are you gonna do with it when inflation, is so high, and you need to walk with wheelbarrows of coins and cash and stacks, man? It's ridiculous. That's not gonna deliver anyone. Now, having certain coins, gold, silver, or even having, even if we're using this cash, right now, we're still working, we're still getting um our wages and that. But until it's no more, that's what it is. We're not having our hopes in that, because that's not going to deliver us from death. We use wisdom, and we use it where it's applied, but it's about having faith in the Lord, man. Okay. Especially when that MOTB comes, man. So let me I'm going to close Revelations 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay, so yeah, it didn't say because you kept hold of cash dollar bills, man. It says because, we were suffering, and we were having faith and trusting in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, doing his work, obeying his word. Those that do that, the Lord is going to keep them from receiving the karagma, that MOTB, the sihip. That's how you're going to be delivered. The Lord has to deliver you from that, because ultimately that's where this is headed. A cashless world, cashless society, digital currency, the RFID implant, man. And when it all comes crashing down, when the economy is done, all these things happen, that's where these people are going to be headed to, man. But except the elect. They're going to be delivered from that time of testing, that time that's going to try the whole world. All right, the Revelations 13:16, where he causes all to receive that karagma. They're going to be delivered, man. They're not going to bow, they're going to reject it. All right, through the Spirit of the Lord, man. The Lord is going to deliver his elect. So I'm going to say, all praises be to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Wahar Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone, and to the elect, Shalom.